Hi guys, welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai Charan. Alright, in this series of Kubernetes videos, right? So our next, execution is all about deploying our first pod. Let's deploy our first pod now. But before that, let's go to, not bad. So we have already seen kube control. We got to know what are manifests. We got to know what is YAML, this or this, right? So both are same, all right. So these are all about, we should understand these are all the, uh, the pillars of managing or deploying required objects on clusters. All right. So now uh, we have seen what is a manifest, what is YAML, how it looks, and kube control. What is kube control? Let's go and test on the terminal, right? So if you want to get the list of worker nodes, this is the command kube control get nodes. This is your first kube control command. If you give this, it will list your uh, worker nodes, but it had not listed. All right, the reason is because the issue is you do not have the credentials. So get the credential. So AKS get credentials. All right, credentials, yeah. So hyphen resource, a group is name of your group, and this is name of your cluster. Okay, so once you give this, okay, got it right, yeah. Once you give this, you will get the you know uh, config file, kube config file, which is authentication file to talk to cluster. So clear the console. Now if you get kube control get nodes, you will definitely get the list of nodes. Okay, in the same way, if you get if you give kube control get pods, right, so it will list number of pods available on our cluster. So we do not have any pods here, but we have two worker nodes, right? Fine. Let's see the manifest. Okay, so this is our manifest. The same is available on the presentation. Okay, yeah. So API version v1, this is v1 version of API where pod as an object is available. You can get this from documentation directly. I will share the info later. Kind is what is the type of object you want to deploy, which is pod. Metadata is all about details about your pod, like name of your pod. Labels, what are labels? Labels are nothing but tags applied to your pod. That's it. Okay, and then spec. What is spec? Spec is specifications for your pod. Okay, so if you see here, specifications, under specifications you have list of containers, to be deployed. So I told list of containers, right? Let me explain this. So if you see here also, you have something like, let me highlight this. Okay, so you have something like hyphen here. What this is meant for? So in YAML, let me now explain with an example. So fruits is, something like, a category where I can have mango, I can have apple, I can have kiwi. All right, so I can have many other fruits, right? I can have banana, I can have coconut. All right, this comes under different category. Maybe you consider all this, right? So alright, so mango, apple, kiwi, banana, different fruits. So we have list of items in this category. So that list can be, defined by hyphen. So that is where containers, under container we can have multiple containers, right, inside a pod. That is where, so hyphen, this is details of first container. If you want another container, you need to go with hyphen again here, and define another container detail. So let's see our first container, which is name nginx cont1. Name of the container, image used to deploy container. Ports, this container port is all about on what port your application is available at the container level. All right, done. So this is our manifest, guys. Okay, so I hope this is clear, right? So API version, kind, metadata, and spec. This is version of your object, to which, I mean, version of your object in which your object is available, kind is type of your object, it might be pod, replica set, many other objects on Kubernetes. Metadata is all about details about your Kubernetes object, like which is pod. So this will be name of your pod, things like that, right? Next, spec is specifications, where you have list of containers. So here we have defined only one container. So name of the container is this, image used is this, ports is, container port is 80, right? So here also we have list that we'll see later what other ports we can define. For now, this is the port available, I mean on the port on which your application is exposed at the container level. All right, let's deploy this. Okay, so before that we need to write the manifest. Okay, it got disconnected, let's connect. Yeah, for this reason we can also have az, which is Azure CLI, and kube control configured on our uh, you know uh, local machine. Okay, all right, this is taking time. Let me check what is perfect. All right, so now let's write our manifest. So before that, so it's required, let's execute kube control get nodes. See, okay, perfect, we have our nodes displayed. So but pods are nothing, so kube control get pods, no pods are available. Let's deploy our first pod. Let's write the manifest here. So vi is for, it's vi editor on Linux based terminal, where you can create a file and go on to edit mode, switch on to edit mode. Yeah, here click escape, after that I, so it have given insert mode here, right? And now we can type. So let's give API, so capital V version, okay, colon v1. So try to type, guys. Okay, for that reason I'm typing here, so that you can get complete hands-on. Okay, now kind of the object is pod, p capital. Okay, next meta data colon, next click on spacebar for 2 times. Now name of the pod, so maybe you will give nginx, and yeah, nginx hyphen app, anything you can give. Next labels, so labels we can give 2 spaces again. So app colon something like, web, anything you can give. All right, those are all just tags, like, you know and now you can give spec. What a spec, so just give 2 spaces, containers, enter, next spaces. Now here it is list, right? So you can give hyphen name of the container, which is nginx cont anything one. Now uh, image, just use spacebar only. So nginx colon latest image, right? Now ports, under ports you should give container port. Got it? So you can give 80, right? This is the one, right? Learn to type the manifest for some days, until unless you gain the command on developing manifest. Okay, so escape colon, escape after that colon, and give w and q, which is for saving your work and quitting. All right, now you can view this pod.yml using cat command, which is Linux command. Without entering into the file, you can view the content using cat space file name. So enter, see, it have given the content. Now if you give kube control apply to deploy the pod, hyphen f for file name of the manifest, which is pod.yml, enter. So if you see, pod got created. All right, perfect. Now what is this? This is your object type, this is your object name. Okay, all right. Now if you give kube control get pods, it should list our pod, which is name of the pod is nginx app, one of one ready, status is 0 restarts, this is the age. All right, perfect, fine guys. All right, so that is the target for this video. So we have deployed our first pod. All right, thanks for your time.